information on the mechanism perhaps went first to the Byzantine world, and then to Arab scholars. Michael Wright has a clue suggesting some of the mechanism's Greek technology would later become available to Islamic science.
In 1983, a man came into the museum. He was a collector of astrolabes. He bought this from a dealer, we think, in the Lebanon. We believe we can date this instrument to about 520 AD. That makes it the second oldest geared instrument that we know of after the Antikythera mechanism. The gears in the back connect to this wheel, which shows the phase of the moon. That's new moon, the waxing crescent.
So it's likely that the ancient Greek knowledge of gearing was kept alive in the Byzantine world and then by the Arabs. It was reintroduced into Europe in the 13th century when the Arab Moors came up through Spain.
Then, during the Renaissance in the 14th century, highly sophisticated gear trains suddenly appeared in clocks all over Central Europe. They all used the complex gears found in the Antikythera mechanism. The original mechanisms coming from Archimedes' workshop are likely to have been much larger. But as the Greek engineers grew more confident, over several generations they were able to minimize their technology and bring it down to the size of a box. And that box was almost certainly the most prized object on the Antikythera treasure ship.
The Antikythera mechanism was small, light and portable. They'd managed to cram nearly all their knowledge of astronomy into this small geared device. It was the theory of almost everything in a box, very similar to today's modern laptop computer.
Here, we believe, is the complete and intricate machine. On its rear face, Greek scientists of 2,000 years ago fashioned a computer mechanism that displayed a calendar that followed the moon, that predicted eclipses, while on the front, they reproduced the universe as they understood it, with the 5 planets, the sun, and the moon performing the complicated steps of their dance through the heavens. Here was Greek genius at its height. The great and divine cosmos represented through mechanism by scientists who wished to show that there was no mathematical challenge beyond their abilities.
We know that this society was the birthplace of the art, architecture and culture that is the foundation of our modern world. Now we also know that it was the cradle of advanced technology. Derek de Solla Price, who pioneered the early research on the mechanism, said this: "It's a bit frightening to know that just before the fall of their great civilization, the ancient Greeks had come so close to our own age, not only in their thought, but also in their scientific technology."
But if it hadn't been for 2 storms in the Mediterranean, we might never have known about this mechanical wonder. The first storm, around 70 BC, sunk an overloaded Roman trading ship carrying the precious mechanism. Then, in 1900, another storm drove a team of sponge divers to shelter off the island of Antikythera. Without these 2 events, the most important scientific discovery to emerge from ancient Greece might have been lost forever.